All right, in the last tutorial, we finished our player movement. As you can see, the player moves around on the screen. Now we're gonna add both the Christmas decoration and the snowman. To do that, we want to create a new scene, and we're gonna make this scene, I believe, just a sprite 2D. And this sprite 2D is going to have a area 2D and a collision shape 2D. And then what we can go here is we're going to go to our 2D inspector, save. We want to rename this first. We're going to do I'm calling it a Bible for the decoration. Going to save. Then we're going to add that to our scene. And then the center, zoom in, add our shape. We're going to do a circle because we have the shape of the circle. We want it just a little bit bigger. We need to switch off from the move to the arrow. Cool. Awesome. Now we're going to attach a script to this. Okay, so when we want the script to change the color. The reason why it's white is so we can have multiple different colors of the same object. And the way we're doing this is through func, I need to spell right, func underscore ready, and then I'll have a var of new color is equal to color, and we're instantiating it, and we want to get a random float, and we want it range. And we want to do 0, 1. And then for the next 3, Atom, we got our new color. And then modulate equals new color. All right, so now let's see what this does. So let's go to our 2D, and then let's instance the scene. So you run the current scene. You can press F6 for that. As you see up here in the corner, it's purple. I'm gonna move it down just so we could. Don't do that. I'm gonna move it down just so we need to select the whole thing. Put it down just so you can see. So the next time we do it, it's green. All right, cool. So move it back to position. I just hit Control Z to do that, but you can move it to click here and do transform and make that sure that's 0, 0. All right, so we have an area 2D and it needs a signal. And that signal will be on area entered. So the way we can do that, just to show you what I did, you select the node you want the signal, then you go from inspector to node and hit area entered, and then click that and it'll create the function for you. There is other ways to do it. You can look up on the Godot documentation to be able to see how to create your own signals and use signals within nodes that have them. So there's going to be a couple things. We want to create our own custom signal that we want to emit for later. So this won't do anything for now. Selected. And then here we want to emit signal, and then player collected, and then queue free. Awesome. Okay, then we now go back to our player scene, and we're going to add an area 2D as well as we need to add a collision shape, add the shape. We can use the same shape as this one actually. So if we copy, delete, paste, and then we're going to call this the hitbox. Okay. And then we're going to make this on layer 2. So collision layer 2, remove 1, save, go back to this one, and collision layer 2. 1 is the layer, 1's the mask, but I didn't feel like explaining it. So 1 receives, like, listens for people on that layer, and 1 is where the contact is on that layer, if that makes any sense. Sorry, this isn't saving. There we go. Okay, so then on our world scene, we're gonna just test this out. So let's instantiate a couple of these, but we don't want to make them children of the player. Children of the world. I didn't move it. Oh, because it was right there. Okay. Save. All right. Let's see where they spawn in. They're different colors. We move and they disappear. Awesome. Okay. Now, on our player, we're going to do exactly the same thing, except this is going to be a hurt box. So this will detect the player on contact. Oh no, I just realized I put this in the wrong one. So, rid of the light mask, that's not what I want. I want to click on the hurt box, collision, and this one will go back to 1. And then let's create our new scene. This new scene will be a character body because it will be moving. Character body 2D. We're going to call it snowman. Alright, save. And the snowman needs a sprite 2D, as well as a collision shape, an area 2D, and so let's add our snowman to the sprite. Go here, center, zoom in, get our cute little snowman, add our physics shape, make sure you're on the select tool. We'll go on here, we're going to make it really small because we don't really care about the physics on it. And then add a collision shape here. This one will be bigger than the other one. So if we put this down here, not down there. I want it on the other side. Oh, I guess we can do this. There. So now we can see that one's smaller than the other. Awesome. Okay. But what does this do? So we need to go to our hurt box, add the same function. This goes to our player script. And we're just going to do Q. Oh no, actually, reload. We want to reload the scene. So it's get tree dot reload current scene. All right. So, oh, we need to add the snowman in too. So we're gonna add our snowman in. Awesome. Oh, he's up there. Let's move our snowman so it's more. Okay, so what's gonna happen is we can move around, collect the stuff, and then run into the snowman and it reloads the scene. So we technically died in that instance, but we're using just this to reload the scene to make it quick for us. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna give our snowman a script. It's going to have a direction is equal to vector2, and we're just going to do a random float. I believe let's actually look at this. Run float gives, oh, so we could have given that to our, we can change this. What we can do to make this faster is hit Control D, and then go inside. Get rid of that. Awesome. And do that same exact function here on our vector. So we want to make it go in a random direction. And then we're going to have this bar of speed. We want to make it, we could do an export so we can mess with it. Speed. It's equal to, let's say, 40. Save. Okay, it's working. Okay, and then func underscore fix process, and then we can have velocity equal to velocity is a built-in property on a character body, direction times speed. And I think we actually need to do this in our ready function. So we will have it be a type of vector 2D. Vector, or not vector 2D, a vector 2. And then we will on ready set the direction equal to that. Okay. Then after we add the velocity, we want to call move and slide. Awesome. Okay. So now when we load our scene, the snowman, we see it moving in a random direction. If we load it again, it'll move in a random direction. Awesome. Okay, we're almost done with the game. Now after this, we're going to have the snowman spawning off the outskirts of the map, and they'll be just moving in random directions while we have just one of those Christmas decorations spawning at a time. And our player will grow bigger, making it more difficult, but also shows that you're good at the game as you collect more and more. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Please think about liking and subscribing. Thank you so much.